You're fine, Yarpy. Good morning, everybody. Sorry we're starting a little later today. Just got home late last night, so just getting things going now. Good morning. We're on day 13. No skins. We're doing okay for shards. Shard rebuilding. At this point, we're going to be saving them. We are saving for um, to be able to do the fusion. That'll be. I don't know if we'll have enough to do July, so we might just save through July to do August. These are all from. These are campaign and other rewards. Also rewards from the events going on right now. The sacred is from these challenges here. I completed the dungeon. So notice how the dungeon one's gone now. That's completed. We just have arena to complete here. We have equipping set artifacts left here to do a void, and there'll be another sacred here to grab. And then the campaign, I just need to run the campaign with 4 level 50s, and then that we'll get that book, and then there'll be a legendary book after that epic book. So that'll be that for free resources. This is the clan versus clan. It's just getting going. The clan I'm in is losing, but if we did win, these are the rewards that you would get at the end. So this happens every 2 weeks. Now, this is all clan-based points, so if the clan reaches 600,000, we would just get all of them. These medals are the clan gold you use to get some other resources in the shop, so it would be optimal to do that. As you can see here, if you're in a clan that tiers up, you get better rewards. And now all of a sudden it's a void shard. And these are superior potions. The chickens upgrade, there's more energy. This is clan XP, it's very valuable. But these sets are what would help you early on. If your clan's doing this much though, they're probably in the area of like mid to late game, because everyone would have to be pulling. You'd have to have 30 active members and like 25 to 30 active members, and all of them would be pulling like 100 to 200,000 point minimums, if not more. And you'd have like one or two or three people who are able to achieve like 300,000, 400,000 points. And then if you're really in like a big, huge, like, like a very, very active clan who might be like not saving their shards for fusions and stuff, or they save the fragment fusions and pull them all at the same time, you would get into these point tiers here. Usually this involves like, heavy booking, because books are worth thousands of points when you book champions. But you would get these greater rewards too. Now, there is a reward tier that's like this that will be under here every second clan versus clan. It's usually the one closer to the end of the month. It'll say personal rewards, and those are for points that you generate. In here is how you generate the points. These are champion objectives. So getting champions will give you these ones. As you can see, legendary, mythical are worth the most. That's why saving the legendary fusions, a lot of people do that just to bank points. Because as well, if it's a new legendary, you get an extra 20,000 points. So that's what I mean about fragment fusions. You'll get 30,000 points per. Sometimes people save up all the fragment fusions from the shops, and then rip them all at the same time, and you'll get like 90,000, 100,000, 120,000 points. So you'll easily do this much just by yourself, and for the personal rewards, you'll get like the first 5 or 6 just from that. And then upgrading your champions gives a small amount of points, but then that's per level. And then the rank, you get 1,000. So some people save these and just spam rank their champions. But ascending to 6 for mythicals is big. Same with legendaries is 2,500. Believe me, it adds up quick if you save it up. Otherwise, the affinity bonuses in the Great Hall, some people save their Great Hall till now to upgrade, just to spam a whole bunch at once. And as you can see, when you get into the higher tiers, it starts becoming worth more points, because getting this many medals takes a lot of time. And then here, getting the souls As you can see, these souls, if you do get them, they're worth a lot, but this is, you have to get them. That means you have to pull the shards during this, which 90% of the time they don't do a 2x event. So they do 2x event on the souls in the summoning in that portal, and that crypt you'll get for the legendary ones, the 2x, and same with the mythical. You have to wait for a 2x event. Same with all getting a 6-star soul in general, like a 5 or 6. That for that to be increased, you have to wait. And then down here, so like this 2x point with a limit will be on a different thing every clan versus clan. So sometimes it might be on Minotaur, sometimes it might be on Faction Wars down here. So see, there's a few of them like that. Most of these are good for me because like I do need to do these every day. So you want to save your Faction Wars till CVC starts. If you're able to kill the bosses, they are worth a larger scale amount of points. As you can see right now, we've only had a few people post points, so you can't claim these unless you win. Now, what you can claim as your clan like floats on them at the end of CVC, you get these artifact rings. They're special. You can only get them from here. Some of them give like a blood shield. It's 5% shield for the damage dealt. Some of them give, they change weak hits, crits into weak hits if you're hit on the first turn. They're for arena. There's a lot of different varieties, and sometimes they put other sets in there, but it's not consistent. The events are starting to wrap up for the fusion, so there's another dungeon, conquest dungeon coming. For these guys here, you want these points for the soul for THOLIN. The dungeon diver, it's harder to complete. Just as a heads up, you have to invest time in it. I was getting potions, doing other things, so I couldn't complete it. I couldn't complete the bottom row, which was like post. I got about 3,000 or 22 or 2,300 points because I got the whole top row done. But the bottom row where about 300 medals were, I missed them because I would have had to run about, I think I ran 40 dungeon runs last night, and I would have had to have run about another 120, maybe more to complete it. These all just wrapped up. The Champ Chase, we finished in second and got that epic book. I showed that yesterday, but we also got a Relentless set. It mostly rolled defensive rolls. And over here, a couple of other tournaments all wrapped up. I don't think we finished high in any of those. Even the shard you saw there, the soul shards, they try to sell those as well. This is still just the multi battles. I haven't picked that up, but if I got that other 300 points, we would have got the 3-star soul. So it's unfortunate. I'm gonna really push on whatever the next event is to get that. Gear enhancements, I can still get this 60 down here. Still got 18 hours to complete that. When upgrading artifacts is one of the things in Clan vs. Clan you'll get points for as well. I wanted to hold on to this to open it on stream, but I doubt we'll get something we need, but you never know. And we got another mystical one. And it's a 3-star, so see there, I got 2,000 points. This is actually a decent champion. Unfortunately, I'll probably never get him. But you can put your wish list here of what you want. It increases it 8 times, it says. No one buys that because it's very rare that you get wish list champions. So see here, Mortal Soulstones are a lot higher than shards. It's just this here getting the rarities. There'll be 2 times sometimes that the rarities are increased, and there's 2 times sometimes where like these percentages here is most of them are these ones down here for the rates to get the 2 through 6 star. Sorry, so certain shards like the immortals, they only pull 3 to 6. So when these are doubled, this is your best window to get souls. As these eternal soul stones, you really have to win you have to hit 10,000, 15,000 points in a tournament usually to get them. They are definitely worth getting because they're always a 5 or 6 star soul, which that's like doubling your champion's power pretty much when you get to these last 2 stars for the stat buffs they gives. But you are more likely to only get them from here, from the Mortal Soul Stones, so you can, as you saw, like I almost have a 50% chance on these ones to get a 1-star. So you do want to wait for the increased rates. And every 10 of these you open, you'll get 200 coins to get these. And every 10 of these you open, you'll get 200 coins to get these. But you can also use the coins in the market here. And you can get the shards, like I'm saying, with the coins, or you can save them to get these fragments. Now, these essences. These mid to late game are what most people switch gears to, because randomly pulling, you usually, even with their 8 times chance for your selected champions, you usually do not pull them. The thing about these two is you can never get mythical champions in here. Like, as you can see, these are, I have a void champion and a couple other ones, or 2 voids today actually. It's very random which ones will be in here, but say Marag's soul is in here, it would be 7 if it's a 1-star, and then 14 if it's a 2, etc., etc. So some people will buy and save these ones. These are the original 20 they give you for free, so you can buy a 1-star legendary soul with that. So if we do see one of the legendaries we've pulled, we will grab that, just because it's a big stat boost, and it gives them, it opens a door to the blessings for them. We also might, if Tagoar or some of the other epics pop up in here, we might grab those instead, because getting a 2 or 3-star soul for Tagoar is huge. These markets usually give you a 1-star soul first, and then an upgrade will be like an empty 1-star, and then it is, but it's to upgrade to 2. So instead of like this, it'll be a black star like emptied out, and then it'll be another red star beside it at a 2. So it's for an upgrade. It's not to it won't give them the 1-star ascension on a new, like if you have 2 copies. It's only meant to upgrade the one that you've already given a blessing to and ascended. You can't refresh these with gems or anything. Like, you just have to wait for this timer to refresh the store. Now, in here, you can, like, say Calamitous, I'm like, you know what, I'm never going to get him. I can get a good chunk of shards because this is a mythical one. And as you can see, if you add them up, you'll get like half. And I can now get another shard with these, or I could go in here and, like I said, buy a bunch of this essence to save up. I'm not going to sell any of these right now, but like for me to pull either of these is unlikely, so I should sell these eventually. And then you can tell which ones you've pulled for champions you have with this little gold helmet on the bottom. And like Coffin Smasher got a 2-star, that's great. The 3-star, unfortunately, we haven't pulled her. And a lot of, like I said, until day 30, we won't be using the other champions. I've done tests with them and stuff, but I haven't used them for anything. In here, again, it couldn't keep giving the red star, but you can't click to collect any of these, see, until you hit a 10,000 point threshold, and then you can just claim all these as your clan's getting them. But the personal rewards, when it's there, you won't get it until the end of Clan vs. Clan, and you won't get it unless you win. So this clan's won, these are trophies you get for winning 52 times, and this one's won 51. So I don't know how we'll do, because I think this clan used to be very active, and now they're kind of more lax. So I don't know how active these guys are all down here. But we'll get whatever we can. We're almost at 44, so during CVC, if I can, I want to get my Deacon. I really want to push that today. Under here, we have to do our check-in. And so here we did the stars yesterday, so now there's a chest, and we can open that up. Or the game just won't give it to us. So we got 50 energy. It's always random what you get, so it's mostly energy or like 15 gems or something, but sometimes you get a void shard or an ancient shard. Now this store is also flipped and swapped. It does this once a week. As you can see, now there's a void shard in here I could grab. There's the legendary ore and the energy here. I could buy this all week, so I can get this 5 times right now with the coins I have. Also, when this store resets, though, all these missions reset, so you can get another group of here. The easier ones to get when it's newer are completing event or tournaments. The coming in first tournaments, once you're a little bit into the game, is a lot harder, so don't always take that one. Like this one here, finish in the top 3. If there's a tournament going, I think we can do that. I might, but selling artifacts for silver is... and once you're doing Ultra Nightmare, like this one's really easy to do. The tag arena, if I was going to burn through a bunch of tag arena and I had good support champions with increased defense, you could take these two. But 20 times, that's 20. That means you have to do 200 battles through the week, just to point it out. So that means you're 20 a day. You have to be winning them all because it only counts wins. So, and this one we can take the milestone in the last event. Now this one you may think is easy. It takes a long time to get to 100 in common champions. There's a lower one in expert, I think is for 20. So that one is more suggested to do. Upgrading 20 uncommons to rank 3 is a lot simpler. I do need to make a lot of food, but we do need to also, right now, we're at a point, dungeons and Minotaur is what I need to be doing. So to benefit the champions I do have to improve my clan boss team. So we want to improve where we are with clan boss. So those are the ones we want to take. We're close to doing Dragon 20. This is also an option, but you don't have to take 3 right away. Now the rest of your clan can take these missions as well. So only one person can take one of these at a time. Again, this is part of the benefit of going into a non-active clan. You can just kind of take whatever missions you want. But then you're also banking that you're not going to win clan versus clan. We are going to wait more till like mid-July to August to even think about getting these, because it takes a couple months to get all of them. You only buy 5 a week, so that's 100 divided by 5. So that's going to be 20 weeks. So that's almost 3 months just to get one of them. So I'm just pointing that out for you. The game limits how many, and that's because the game limits how many you can buy each day. And it's on a 24-hour clock reset. This early on, again, like this is also a good option for us. So like I might buy one of these and hopefully get a dwarf artifact. Instead we got a dark elf one. It's a retaliate ring. This is a when I was telling you to search for clans in earlier videos, this is why was to get this set. It gives 20% crit damage and 5% speed on 2 sets, so you can get 60% crit damage and 15% speed for wearing a full set 6 slot with it. It doesn't have any artifacts, it's just the weapons. Now you can, this is the 6-star option. I think it's one of these two, or this one. Let's see, what slot has it again? Slot 9. So this slot here, it rolled ore, but it can roll that set. So if you're very lucky when you're clan hopping, you can find a clan that's got this available, and you can jump in there and buy that set early, and it's a really early way to get 5 and 6-star pieces of gear. And yeah, we'll try one more of these, but I want to save the rest for energy. We did not get... Okay, I'll do one more. Still no dwarf. We got an amulet at least, but it's not a dwarf amulet. The game just doesn't want us to have them, apparently. I'm not accepting that HP banner, because as you can see, I got 2 full weeks of XP, because they do that early on. They give you a ton of them. I want to hold on to this. You don't have to claim any of these until you're closer to getting this reward. So you can do this in about a month. You can complete all these. As you can see, you get gems and energy stuff each day, and then if you complete all of them, you'll get this energy refill and some player and play points. In here, I still haven't finished my dailies, but we'll be at 10 days completed. I missed a few, unfortunately. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Faction Wars, we've done 180 out of 940, so we're about just shy of, I don't know, about 12% of the way. The crypts that we do have open, we do have, like this boss, I'd have to be using these epics in. I did do a test run, but they don't have any gear on, so I do need to gear them. I'm going to wait until the 30th day to start really pushing these dungeons past this. I still wanted to just kind of show, if you're just throwing rares in here, how it works out. I'm using High Katoon because she is free to play. You will get her from the 30th day login. I just have her early because of we pulled her from a shard. We pulled her from an ancient. That's why she got the 1 there. This champion, I think she's a support, so she can help you get through some faction wars because she puts healing on your team, on an ally, and she also veils an ally, which makes them take less damage, and shield 20% of the HP. Protects herself a bit. Decrease attacks big for the boss stages. So if you can ascend her, she's good to use early. Faction Wars is kind of the only place you would use her. She can get used in other areas. That's up to you if you want to do that though. We did pull Vala. She's a very good support. She does increased defense and shield on your team. She does the large version of decreased defense, so she hit and it's an attack all enemy. And she removes shields, so she can really help you push through most of Faction Wars. It is kind of the only place, like mid game, late game, that's kind of the only place. You can use her for Doom Tower waves and Curse City as well, now that Curse City's in the game. But she has 2 attacks in the A1. If you have an ally attack for Fire Knight, she can help out and help take down the shield until about stage 15. So I'd have to throw gear on these guys to actually be able to beat this boss. So we're not going to do that just yet. But that's where we're at for getting forging artifacts. We want to be doing Faction Wars every day, even if we can't progress through this boss per se. Again, these are things we've gotten. He's from a shard. He was from an ancient shard. If I didn't use him, I would maybe pull in Temptress here and equip both of these with gear. Why she has a number 3 instead is this from Mystery Shard. All the Mystery Shard champion rares are with a 3, and then the ones are the Sacreds and the Ancients, and then Voids. And sorry, the Primals as well. Like all other shards are the ones. We put the Speed Lead in there. It's only he's very good for Faction Wars for you, but I'm just gonna point out. So this is Undead. We could do this today to get Clan vs Clan points. These are the fragment ones I was talking about. Like, so these are from 3v3 Arena. They help you fuse this champion here, Broadmaw. It fills these 2 slots here, and then all that goes in there, and then you can fuse him. Now eventually you'll just keep getting these guys from Void Shards, because there's only 39 rare Void champions, I think, something like that. It's like 39 or it's in between 39 and like 47, I think, last time we counted. And these down here are all from campaigns, so you can constantly farm them. So some people do that and they just spam fuse these 2 for 150 or 250 points, whatever it's worth for the Void rares. Why I brought up Razin is if we had these this group of rares here, we could fuse him, and he's very helpful for the Undead Crypt, the Faction Crypt. Now, right now, we only have the option to fuse Araness here. She does a block buff on one enemy, which is good for the bosses in Faction Wars, and increases the duration of debuffs. You would open with the A3, then hit with the A2, then the A1 puts poison, so she helps take the boss down. You can use her in Faction Wars until you're ready to fuse Razin. I feel, because we need what, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 9 more. Hopefully within by August, when we're doing the next fusion, attempting to finish that. It should be a fusion like THOLIN, either where it's traditional, or it'll be a fragment one where you're getting these fragments from the events instead of champions. These are easier to do. They're more direct. Usually one of the events will be, usually 1 or 2 of the events they'll make a bit harder, just to give some difficulty to getting one of the fusions. These are all permanent for the most part until the fusion's done. So they used to do events that you can get old fragments, but these ones are all Doom Tower. You have to be clearing Doom Tower to get all these. She's a referral one. These are the Doom Tower epics you can get. A lot of the sorry, I'm losing my voice today. A lot of these would be good early game. The very unfortunate part is most of these, it takes years to get them. You can only get about, I think it's like 40 or 50 fragments each Doom Tower if you do all the secret rooms for the epic or the legendary. So say it was the starting here, you start with Eurost, I think is the first one. So you would start with him. Once you get him, then you get Gomlock. These first 2 are great. Varl, like all 3 of these top ones are awesome. They This is like a year of time, at least like half a year to 3/4 of a year. So just keep that in mind. And that's if you're doing all of the hard rooms. So you'd have to be mid to late game to be doing that, or moving your gear around in all the champions level 50, 60. Because most of the secret rooms are like a mix of rare and epics. You're also not going to have a heap of legendaries for the debuff options. And yeah, so the one I'm hold on here, Cronum, he is from referrals of like for your friend accounts. You need to get all the shards from there, and you need those the friends to hit level 40 to be getting his fragments for you. As you can see here, and here, before you do that, your first 3 friends are going to give you this epic. They just have to get to level 10, so she's a lot more attainable. Your friends can do that in the day 1 of playing, so you can get her. She's a very good support champion. She has a revive as well as a sleep debuff, and she's a control support basically. And then you get some XP banners, you'll get some shards if they do make it to level 50. If all 3 of them do, then you get a 4th shard. So you get about $40, $50 of stuff for free if you get friends leveling those accounts. Some people take that on themselves, but I cannot show you how to do that quite yet. I'll do a video of that down the road, but I don't want to do it during one of the THOLIN free-to-play series. But essentially, you would use the referral links yourself, and you would refer them to emails. Then you'd use like BlueStacks or something to run them in the background. And I've already shown that on the first few streams. I had that little blue window coming up and another account running there. That was the final one for my main account. It's right here right now, so I'm just about to get the final 40 fragments. I probably won't level it to get there. And then this isn't a sacred shard, it's a skin. So this is what it would change for the look of the champion. So this is what he looks like normally, and then this is what it changes his look to. Normally the skins cost like $20 to $30. There's only like 6 of them in the game, give or take, 6 or 7. You can get a free one from Clan vs Clan. Or not Clan vs Clan, from the shop. So just keep in mind when you see this, where is it? When you see this here, look for this t-shirt just to make sure you're not thinking that's a legendary. That is a skin. And that's why it's less than this. They kind of try to... It's kind of a bait to burn some of your medals. It's like, oh, those are... Oh, it can get a legendary and this one's cheaper. It's like, no, this is not a cheaper way to get the Arbiter. You have to click it and you'll see, yeah, it's a skin. So, eventually we'll start getting the fragments here. But for the most part, we want to save them for energy. Now, we can't buy energy again for a week, so we'll get these today. So that's 20 out of 100 for that one. And this one, I gotta do some 3v3 arena. This is our altar. This is just showing the altar down here. It's an easier way to access it. It's a more direct way to just get into this mystic market here. And yeah, I'm gonna go into faction wars and attempt the boss, because I don't think we could do that before. We'll take them out and throw these 2 in and see, and I'll be right back. It's probably gonna fail, but we'll see how it goes. So we did not win. I just made a coffee there, sorry. We did not win, so we're going to have to equip these guys with something. Probably level her up, but that's not a focus right now, so we will just go for those later. They don't refresh, so we can do that after. Let's get into the dungeons, though. We do need to get Minotaur going. We also could do Event Dungeon or chase some artifacts. There is a 2 times on Fire Knight. But I would like to finish off Tagoar's masteries. Now I've put 3 in here. It is kind of taken off the top, so we will knock this down to just the 3 of them. Actually, you know what? I just want Tagoar's done. I just want to see if they can do it. He should be able to do it. This THOLIN was failing like at a 5% give or take ratio, so I just want to see if they can. Now that Tagoar is 60 and 6-star ascended, I just want to see if they're able to do it together. Thanks, man. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just my voice is pretty rough today. Just drinking some tea with honey, hoping that helps. Still haven't leveled. I really want to. I put some artifacts on our support. I do want to level him up. As you can see, I fell out of gold, so I'm just trying to get back in there. We lost a significant amount of battles. So as you can see now, for me to upgrade it, I don't know why it's showing this. We need 400, so we need 200 gold medals to do the next level. Hope everyone's having a good day on this Tuesday too. I know there's a lot of, especially after this weekend, there's been a lot of discourse around the world, so hope you're safe and sound. So this is Relic Keeper here on the end. He's the fusion you gotta do. I know the rest are low, but he's a reviver in the middle, so that he was a calendar legendary you can get in April, and we just want to take him down before we go after the rest of them. Hopefully we survive. Rags survives long enough to do it. I think she'll do okay. Oh, by skin of teeth we lost. Okay. So if you saw her heal there too when they healed, that's a mastery you can get. And for someone who's going to be very arena based, it's a pretty good one to pick up. So usually there's supports on the enemy team, and you're getting healed. It's a good counter mastery too. To if you have a specific champion you want to use to ignore defenses and kill withered teams. So this team here, I could swear someone had one. I think it was on the last page. We can't see our battles from yesterday, but I was going to show the one we beat. But when I see it again, I'll point it out. So we have to wait for this to refresh, and in the meantime, we will go get our clan. I forgot to pick these up. So clan boss keys. Also, this is something to point out for clan versus clan. You want your chest rewards. You want to wait to accept them because they give you points. And if you're doing Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare, they're giving you thousands of points, so definitely worth waiting. Still have another hour before we gotta jump into Clan Boss. Chimera as well, we could try hitting today. I don't think we'll do too much, but I think we'd be more something like this. We do need to break 900,000 damage to get a reward from it. The only reason I'm thinking about going back into campaign is because I think the current mission we're on is it's from Fire Knight. Okay. Keeps moving the window. It's like I want to fix this. It's just the resolution that's messed up. It's my main, because the game opens on my main monitor, and then when it's on this one, it's twice the resolution it should be. So it's just it's big. It's twice the size and scale on the second monitor. The second monitor's resolution is 1920, but the first monitor's resolution is 2660. So it's just trying to sort it out. We're only able to do auto runs on Fire Knight 11 right now. I've beaten 13, but it was skin of teeth because you have to do an auto, and I had to run it probably like 7-8 times and they barely killed it. All the other ones failed. I don't want to waste the energy. Okay, so that's 2. You can see there I'm getting 2 sets of reward points. One's for clan versus clan, and the other one is for the tournament going on. It would be cool to build a team out of champions who, if you have enough of them, of champions wearing trophies on their back. I think there's got to be at least, because Bells has a trophy on his back too. I think it's like a Krampus trophy. And I'm trying to think who else does. There's at least like one guy has a chair demon kind of thing on his back. He's one of the burners. He was a old fusion. But there's a couple now. It's definitely a possible theme for a team. So we completed that, and we get 1 crit rate artifact. Send another champion to level 5. I don't think I have enough potions to do that. Let's put these guys back. I was running them without THOLIN in campaign. Still not max level though. Trying to think, because we'd have to 5-star someone. But we also have this coming up for Relic Keeper. Or Justicar, sorry. Just watching my cats on the window. I don't know if they're about to fight or not. My one is growling. Good times. All right. I do need to re-gear him a couple artifacts there. I started scaling her artifacts. I think there's at least 2 here I want to swap out, the boots and the helmet, but where she's standing. And then this is the mastery. Once a turn, she can heal if the enemy heals during their turn. She is being built for boss killing, so that is the road we're going down. We did get this other relic. It's for provokers, though. Stop. Games, stop. Still don't have enough points. We're at 3,600. All right, back. Oh, the drama of cats. Hopefully I get lucky and get the potions needed to just, I think I will just fully ascend THOLIN today, and we'll do we'll get the 5-star for the Force through Mausoleum Mage, or the 6-star Ascension through Mausoleum Mage. Why I was saving is there an Arbiter mission, but I mean now we're at day 14 like that, or 13, 14, and it's not going to come up until about day 20, 25. If not a bit later. I'd like to at least get a banner on him to buff his stats a bit more. Let's see if I have enough to mix it. I do not. So I'd have to waste silver just to do that, and then have to do another 400. We're not going to do that. We're just going to stay in there. We can book Tagoar now that CVC started. So he is now fully booked. And fully book him. I'm debating him, but he does need a lot of books. Like, he needs 12, 13, 14 books. I think because Mausoleum Age is so booked, and we still can't land the A2. Still can't get lucky. What other rare can we book up? I believe her. I'd rather use the copies of her, but... And she's already landed her main spells we need. Mariah only needs a few books, so maybe we'll book her next. But next, I guess, will we use you for buff extension? Shield. Increase the duration of all buffs by turn. Yeah, because that's on a 3-turn cooldown. Can we just land that? You have to get lucky with booking, and that's not been us today. It's just dodging the skill we need. It knows. Come on. Now it hits it. She's one book away. We gonna get anything out of this? No. We saved one book. We want these in his A3, but he has a heal that can crit, so it's also useful to hit the A2. Looking like he's gonna get fully booked too, because we just can't get what we want for his speed buff here. How many more do we need here? Okay, we need a decent amount there. We can finally get energy from here. So I've got 140 more energy. You get points from everything for CVC pretty much, so you can get a lot of points from in here as well. We're just waiting to get better materials. I'm gonna bounce between these bottom two floors, and no, we can't do floor 20 yet. We're trying. I think once THOLIN has the banner on, we'll be good to go. We cannot get lucky. And now we're just trying to get 4 superior potions to fully ascend him, and then we're all set there, and we can put a banner on him. And then hopefully he can solo some more content. Take out more of the dungeons. I really gotta burn away all those multi-battles so they can daily refresh. You hear a brush noise. I am combing my cat. Get rid of all of her excess fur. You gotta do it every day. And if you don't, you will have the wild west of dust balls all around your apartment of fur going into the warmer months. Cat tips and more at Grimmzilla on YouTube. I'll make a appreciation section on the Discord and on Twitter if you want to send me photos of your pets, or you can just share them in Discord. Keep them private. Okay, game. I've done like 20 runs. Come on. Just need 4 superior potions. Hi, Aaron. Welcome back. How you doing? It's on. It was on one time speed because my cat is rolling around on my desk and she hit the tab. She hit one of the buttons on the keyboard, and all the buttons in RAID are tied to keys. If you didn't know, so I think it's like the P key or something reduces the speed. Is it shift? Yeah, it's shift. So shift hits will change the speed down to 1 or 2. But the other keys in the keyboard are all related to different things in the game. Funny enough, they don't have like a key binding thing to show you. We're just trying to get superior potions because we want to fully ascend THOLIN. So we can put a banner on him. I've done so many runs to get amulets and we just have not gotten one for dwarves. Yeah, QW work for the skills when it's not on auto. But yeah, there's they also are paired to 1, 2, 3 as well. I think. Like the 6 keys in the corner there, and I'm trying to remember what other ones are hotkeyed. Because when you open it in BlueStacks, it shows you the keys, like you can see them. Hey Warsaw, good morning. Warsaw Lava. Ugh. Started a bit later today, sorry. I got home later last night, so I couldn't. I usually start at like 5 a.m. here, 5:30 in the morning, and I just got home too late to do that. I had to sleep. I haven't slept properly in a while. No, absolutely. I feel that. That was me this morning. I did get up at 5, and I was like, I've been asleep for 3 hours. I need to go back to sleep. Oh, we're just trying to get the potions, the superior potions for Tholen. We're gonna 6-star send him. He just pulled Podrick. Oh, nice. Oh, he's awesome. He's one of the best, man. He does protective buffs, and he has ally attack as well. He's a great healer. He's just such a good. Going for Thor with 1 sacred. I'm debating pulling this sacred as the last sacred, like as the last soul shard kind of thing. Because I do want to save from now till August, this 1st of August, for whenever the fusion starts around then, near the end of the event. I'm taking a wild guess that the August fusion will likely be a champion for the new dungeon, or it'll be something like another event starting. Fingers crossed, but you're working on the mythical? Nice. We're about to get Deacon probably by the end of today because the account's at level 44, so we'll hit 45 and get him. Just to fill out the clan boss team because Deacon would be here instead of our fused friend. Mausoleum Mage we're going to put to 50. I think we'll do... we'll make food for Fane, Mausoleum Mage, and him to go to 50, 50, 50. I don't know how we're still getting Ancient Shards because I could swear you can only get 5 a month. And I've absolutely gotten 5. Or is it 10 from dungeons? you just always go for it, Aaron. You're not worried about the percents. It is hard to control impulse. With the primals, what I would suggest if you do want to save them for, because it takes 3 months to get save enough, is you don't when you have the quartz, you don't turn them into the shards and just leave them alone. Don't touch them. And that way when the event comes around, you can get them all grouped up. Well, Aaron, after this clan vs. clan's done, we're probably going to start a community clan. Just with the free-to-play accounts or wherever you are. If you're hitting Ultra Nightmare, you're ahead of where a lot of the free-to-play players will be that we're opening it up to. But the The idea is for us to be doing Brutal Hard and Nightmare Clan Boss by the end of this month, and then going for Ultra Nightmare during July. And that way we can just build a community clan. Yeah. Nah, no limit. The problem with not doing a limit is we'll get too many people that are like, we'll get a mix of people, so to speak. I mean, if people want that, we can do that for sure. I was gonna put it like a poll if you'd rather if people would rather it be free to play around this series, or if they'd rather it just be open across the board. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, like I said, I'll put a poll in Discord or on one of the streams here when we can do it, once this clan vs clan is done. And I'll create the clan sometime just before the weekend. I think the music died out, or is it a quiet song? I swear I put a 4-hour playlist on. Music today is brought to you by White Bat Radio. White Bat Audio, sorry. It's Carl... What's his name again? It's Carl... No, it's not Carl Carlson. There we go. Carl Casey. I was crediting him via, like, me promoting him, but he does want it in the descriptions, I'm noticing, so let's... Really? 15 small potions? Killing me, game. You're killing me. Can't join Discord because it's banned in Turkey. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, no, not a problem, Aaron. Can you use Twitter and X? Or, because I'm on there, and we also have, you have YouTube. As far as I know, YouTube's not banned there, I hope. And we can, you can just, like, again, I'm live almost every day, so... I'll also be cross-streaming onto Kick eventually. I'm just waiting to get this further along with subscriptions, and then I'll start doing that. Yep, absolutely. Yep. I'll also pin it, like I'll put it in the like as a poll or something in the top. I'm pretty sure I do have it in the description, but let's... Where is my channel page info? There we go. I just want to see if it's in the live description or not. Hang on. I'm gonna mute that. Discord's in there. New accounts. Volkin. So it's not. I gotta edit the description. Hang on. And I cannot. Let me see if I can edit the about. Took a pic of the mythical you got? Yeah, no, I'll check it out. I'm gonna have to go in and edit these descriptions after, but I can't do it while I am live. Oh, come on. We do not want a potion. Having a great day. Great day. Epics fused. I think epics so far. Around 15 as of posting this. Okay, so Nan, Toshiro the Bloody. Yeah, you remember I think you were saying that yesterday. He's such a good mythical. And it's on the Harima account you were talking about. Yeah. Like that's a banger arena team you'd have. You can make some disgusting teams here. Like if you did an arena team with Death Knight Loki or Monkey King, you have Monkey King Loki, Harima, Toshiro, Ronda, Sile already. So many. So many options. You've got a lot of great defense down champions, speed leads, healers. Fast Arbiter, Lydia challenge, but don't think those are fun. Yeah, you can push Arbiter in 25 days. That's what Volkin did. He did. Him and I, well, like we don't talk or anything. We haven't met yet. But he was doing it during I believe April, and I did a quick run with that during the Supreme Galek when it was a promo code, and I got it. What did I get? I think I got it by the 37th day, something like that. But like he eclipsed me. He got it done in like 27. My big thing was I didn't focus on 6-starring the clan boss team. So he was 2 or 3 six stars ahead of me. I had the food, but I just hadn't. I was waiting for a champ training tournament. I was trying to always double down rewards and stuff. And then when I got into the final stretch of challenges, and then I believe by the time I was at the dungeon ones, I was just like nowhere near them. But also, like you said, it's a grind. It doesn't feel fun. It doesn't feel good. Like you're playing this game like 6 to 8 hours a day. Like it's nonstop. You have to make sure you're always refreshing arena to get the medals. So you can have you need 3,500 gold medals to do all of the ascent to get it to get one of the areas to level 9. Okay, I'm gonna put this on 5 runs because we're just not getting superior potions. Otherwise, I'm going to start floor skipping and going like, starting at like floor 15 and just going down. Yeah, she is great. It's just, yeah, pushing, like you're saying, like just spamming to get her. You know what's funny was the first time I did try to get her quickly, like was on the Grimmzilla account. I started on the Hell Hades challenge, and back in January, and I ended up gearing more towards clan boss and faction wars, and I got more faction wars and clan boss done than anyone. But because I wasn't focused on arena, I fell behind. But at the same time, like I got so far, as you saw with the champion roster I ended up with, like. The count just felt better, like getting Cheshire Cat and that kind of stuff. Like that felt better than getting Arbiter. So I find a lot of people when you try to push the arbiter stuff early, you do end up just burning through resources. Like you just don't you can't push any resources in any other direction versus whatever you have to have it for whatever missions on deck, and you have to know what like the next 3 or 4 are for the challenges, just so you're like prepped because the crypts can't be out of order, all that kind of stuff. You have to have gems in case you got to open them. And the Lydia one is curious because Faction Wars is you really need to be just ripping shards to be able to do Faction Wars quickly. Like if you spend, and I'm not saying again, I'm not advocating spending. It's optional and if it's within your means, but it's you'd have to have the proper Faction War teams. You need to get to 21 quickly. You would probably need to spend at least like a couple $100 and open during a 2x, so you're getting a lot more of the epics or targeted. The other option is if there's a Prism Shard event going and you just even on a new account, if you just bought a whole bunch of Prism Shards, I think you can only buy like 25 pulls or so is the max, 25 to 45, something like that. They do have it capped per day. I don't think it's per total. I think it's just per day you can only buy so many pulls, but you can if you did that, you would likely just from the epics fill out 3 or 4 of the crypts, but again, timeline wise, like maybe you could do it in 4 months, 6 months. I don't know what the fastest is, but you'd have to do that paired with shards. So you can either do that paired with sacreds or do that paired with void shards, because a lot of the void supports are what you need to complete faction wars, even the rare ones. You need like reliquary keeper and stuff like that to be purging debuffs or keeping your team alive. The next stage is gear, like if you just flat out bought the Forge Pass out, or you buy gear from the shop every time it's available. Faction challenges, I can give you one of my... No levels in them. We can talk about that on Discord. That might be something to do maybe in July. And then... again, just running it, and then because like those are the things I do like doing, is like what could be challenging. The thing is, when like the levels I'm not worried about, it'd be because like you could do all the faction crypts for the most part on normal anyway, with level 50s. You do need gear. Gear is the biggest hill to get over, so that would likely mean while we're leveling them up, we would have I actually would be curious if you can complete the faction crypts with no gear from dungeons, outside of Spider, clearly. If you can just get all your gear from campaign and get like common, uncommon gear and roll it up. Because if you get to Nightmare Campaign and use Nightmare Campaign's gear from Brutal Nightmare, targeted, you can get your speed boots, you can get lifesteal sets and shield sets and stuff. Or not shield, but lifesteal sets and the support sets. You may need clan boss sets too for the healing, the immortal set. But I think if you have the champions healing, as long as they're geared and able to stay alive, and putting retaliate sets on your attack champions, like doing lifesteal retaliate, something like that. Yeah, well, the reader actually on it just from logging in. Oh, the login bonuses. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, if you've just been collecting that, logging in, you're probably stacked with resources from that. I'd have to see what the calendars look like to see what the reward pages are. One sec. Let me see what screen this loads on. I'll load this down I'm gonna make this much smaller. Now with a giant ad. Okay, yeah, the login, I see what you mean. Yeah, you'd have lifesteal gear from there. What would you get in the first? So you get accessories here. setting some gear here. I'll make this big for 1 second just to show. So the first month of logging in, you're getting speed, 5 speed gear, a regen set. Like, I don't know why they're giving you a 3-star shield set on the 23rd day, when the only time it's useful would be like the first 2 weeks. As a 3-star, you'd want 4 or 5. Like, we're already at day, we're here, and we're already on 5 and 6-star gear, so it's, they need to update that, in my opinion, what you're getting. And you'll get energy there, but again, more it's like doing it without booking too would be an interesting challenge. What was that? Yeah. The login starts soon too. Get these. There's just a referral link, so I'm gonna open that and laugh at the rare we get. Well, she's at least a good rare. And I think that's everything. I just need to get this to level 40. It is 40, right? Yeah, 40 for Chronum. Yeah. Run this in the background. Set and forget. Gone forever. Sent message on Discord. On this account, you can even take this account or use it. Which one? Oh, you put the, I see you put the details in there. Okay, yep. DC was which one? Oh, and I see what you mean. Yeah, that was the one that we did there. Is that the one that pulled Iron Brago? I'm pretty sure that's what it was, right? Fair. So many to track. On 2. Sorry if you're seeing the clips jump in there with the other referral. I'm going to actually move it onto my other screen. That way it's out of the way. Hey, we got 2. Finally, some superiors. Yeah, so Warsalov is saying we can use this account, so we can maybe start that last week of June or in July and just push it. And I'll have to look at it later today to see what gear they already have. But it would be great to just push Faction Wars. just seeing from like levels 1 if you could, how far you could get just with you know, we'll do like maybe no Lego run or something and just do epics and rares. Maybe rotate the Legos in just to show the difference of having them versus not. Because if I remember right, you had about 12 or 15 total just from the login ones too, right? It has epics. That's what matters. It has lots of epics, yeah. Well, from 200 by their percentage rates, it should have been like... Okay, sounds good. But yeah, from the percentages during that 2x, it should have been, what, 32%? So you should have got 64 epics. I don't think we got 64 epics. I don't think we even broke like 40. But still, that's a good amount still to do a lot of them. That is very true. The Guardian tree will probably be like a quarter full, like at least 3 or 4 slots each faction. That'll help a lot. Okay, especially getting the, if there's enough there to do the third one. Still only got 2 superiors out of, it's a headache. We've done like 200 energy in here. I think Aaron was still here. I'm not sure. But main thing for these THOLIN ones is I have to keep doing THOLIN because that's the big thing. That's where I'm losing people is if I start doing other stuff. The other stuff I have to dedicate like a whole other stream to. I've just been saying I haven't been getting superior potions though. Like it's killing me, and I just need 2 more. So I'd really love for the game to just give them to me so I can stop wasting energy here. When the energy here is finished, I might, while it's refreshing, I can do some arena and stuff. But once I'm actually tapped out of things to do, can load up and check that other account quickly just to see how it's looking for factions. Yeah, no, welcome back. The we were just talking when like when Tholin's like this when Tholin's done here out of energy is what I mean. I'm gonna grab that 140 energy still and use that in the dungeons and try to get more masteries for Tagoar, more scrolls. But when that and arena are tapped out in faction wars, I'm gonna probably jump quickly onto the account Warsalava is sharing and check it to see what the faction guardian setup's going to look like and how we can maybe approach it in future, doing like a faction, just like running faction wars and building teams for it and just do like a team builder kind of thing. Yeah, so I just got, when you get unlucky with potions, we can at least make 1 more, but I don't want to make 6 of these to make 2 more of those. We'll come back here another time. We are going to jump in arena quickly. Do a refresh. I can hope this one I can beat. Thought Ugo's pretty tanky. I might not be able to kill him. This is another referral link pair you can do. Oh, and Vergis negative affinity killed me. So no dice there. Did we already fight this guy? No. I know. It's Wukong is very, very good. Yeah, the one guy that was protecting him is an ally protect. That was Vergis, yeah. Vergis is one of the he's still pretty strong. I'd say he's like a 4 out of 5, like 4.5 out of 5 in that ballpark for certain areas. He is an ally protect, reflect, shield, self healer. So it's if you put a heal set on him on top of that, or destroy max HP, any negative affinities he just takes you down. You can build him for pretty good damage too. Yeah, don't get another link patched. We will. I think I'm just once. The problem right now is that the promo code legendaries, a lot of them aren't working. So I'm gonna wait. Maybe once we know whatever the next promo code legendary is gonna be, because they've already done what, like 5 this year. So wait and see. I don't know if Tuhanaraks they're like one that they're doing long term because that's the only one that still works. That Wukong, Alice, Loki, and Sigmund, and there's one other one, but there's only 5 of them working of the 8. Like with Alice still working, you can do like I can maybe consider a Sacred Order one if we can pair. Who would it be for Sacred Order? I'm trying to think. It would be Aethel start and I think we already did it too. It was it's Aethel start. I'm just trying to think of who the other champions are. Let me look quickly. Sacred Order. So it'd be Deacon. I think right now you have Deacon and Mordecai as options, but Mordecai is a code. You would do Alice for the code, Deacon from the referral, possibly Lightsworn. So Deacon, Lightsworn if you can pair them. I just don't know if it lets you. Because Rothar is also, I think he was a referral. I don't know if he still is. But you would, like, if you had Deacon and Lightsworn, your supports are covered, and you can then do, you get your War Priest and Crusader from the game itself for free in the first day. And then you would have Aethel as well as Alice. So that could be one we do. Can't Deacon? Oh, okay. Yeah, don't want that. How do certain streamers have Deacon? Like they have Deacon with Tagoar and if they get it directly from Plarium? Because like the one I use for here is Deacon. We get him at 45 with Tagoar, Mausoleum Mage, and who's the other one we got? Fane. I know you can't pair him with a Lego. Oh, so only Plarium gives that out. I see. Okay. It's crazy to think that an epic is that strong. This epic champion is stronger than legendaries in our opinion, and we cannot give him out. Yeah. Yeah. And Aaron, yeah, Wukong is he's great for arena. It is a pain to do arena. If you haven't seen too, Wukong is soloing the new dungeon. He does need a lot of setup, but he can one-shot one of the allies that the enemy has, and then it'll kill everything with the excess damage. But you need him geared to the moon to do it too. You need him in 100% ignore defense, geared out with Merciless, and then you need... it was either Savage and Attack or Savage and Merciless they did. It was Savage Cruel or Savage Merciless mix. And then they have other champions giving him buffs and using their passives, like it was either Bad L or... Yeah, it was Bad L. He has a 20% damage increase passive to enemies with poison for the whole team. And then Mossbeard does poison buff, and then for the amount of debuffs you get extra damage based on him. It's a bananas team. Lady Quailin and Lightsworn? Okay. Yeah, I think so. Okay, that pair could work. So that's the pair they do. Okay. And yeah, Plarium. They do one Lego, but yeah, you aren't stacking them. Like, if you've been logging in for a year, they've done a lot of good ones, like getting Alice and Monkey King and that Calendar Champion really gave you, like, a broad spectrum. It gave you a support with 2 others. And if you had started with Supreme Galek as well during Alice, you wouldn't have Monkey King, but you would have you would have used your promo code for Supreme Galek. So you would have him, then you would have Alice, then you would have the Calendar Champion too. So the first quarter they gave a good start, and now it seems they're kind of cooling off. Hey, out of battles. He's got like an eye in there. He's got like a monster in his bag. I thought he had a skull on his back too. It's on the front. She has a skull and drum. He's got like a banner on his back. It's nutty how good he is, and then he's also, on top of that, he's a banner champion. Her up. Take her out of here now. Are you talking about Undead Woman? Did they make a new one that has Undead? I haven't seen. Or is there one for Morrigan? Is that what you mean? Yeah, Royal Guard's still very good. He's an allied destroy champion. Where is he? Oh, wrong faction. Is he a Banner Lord? He's not a Banner Lord. Where is he? Night Rev. Could swear he's a Night Rev. Is he not? Sorry, just 1 sec. I forget what faction he's in. He's an elf. He's an elf. What am I doing? So he can do decreased defense if you don't have one because it's on his A1. This is the main skill, like that. Just the enemy max HP. He does nukes. Like he can wipe out Spider for you. He also really good in Fire Knight because he has this attack 4, decreased speed, and he decreases turn meter. Yeah, he's in High Elf yet. I just forget he's an elf because he's in full gear. You just can't see his ears or anything. Like, he just looks more like a knight. the way they did the plating is the only kind of thing that makes him like elf-like. But he's still, like, even all these years later, is considered one of the best like epics. The only place he falls off is like after like halfway up the Doom Tower. But again, bosses, he's like second to none. He pairs really well with Vergis. He pairs really well with Battle Sage. Most of this faction for faction guardians, like Tyrell, even like they pair together. Skaramis, like they pair together. This guy, he's a support, isn't he? Yeah. He's one of the only champs that has that on an A1. He has Taunt too. I'm glad they finally put more champions with Taunt, because there's only, like when they first did, there's only like 2 or 3. Now there's a couple. Stage 20 Spider, yes he is. He if you have a Cold Heart, they can just kill Spider together. You just need to set them up. You just need to have an AoE decreased defense or a single target on the Spider decreased defense go. And then they'll nuke the Spider right down in 2 shots. Cold Heart with her A3 and him with his A2. Now you do have to go in, so when you're doing that, you do have to do this. You have to go into team setup. So when you're in here, you would go up to team setup and pick your champions. Like say this was the team, and say this is say GALEK here is your Royal Guard. You would select GALEK and then choose this as his opener. But you also have to speed tune him to go in a certain order. Yeah, you want Weaken as well. Yeah. You don't have Cold Heart yet? Okay, well he can still, like, he'll nuke once and get half the health gone as long as decreased defense is on. But doing, having a 6-second Spider team, you do need the Cold Heart as the follow-up, because not many other champions can do, like unless you have Wallmaster or something, that, because he's just disgusting, he can just nuke right down, or Dion Archer, or he can't really get any more. But essentially what would happen is, I'll just run this once. So, just how Royal Guard will take like this much of the health bar out. So THOLIN takes out a quarter right with 2 hits, and this is only level 7 too, so he should do more. But Royal Guard will like nuke here, and then Cold Heart will do the other half and take, like, so you 2-shot the boss. And you can do that up to stage 20. Even if they're really geared, you can do up to 25. Hard mode is different. Hard mode burns and poisons are usually how people kill the boss quickly. They'll stack like 10 rows of poisons and a poison sensitivity, or like 7 poison stacks and then poison sensitivity and weaken and decrease defense, and then use someone like a Sergala or Elenaril to like blow them up, and then it just blows them all up at once and kills the Spider. Burn is I don't remember if the hard Spider, it's poison or burn that's off the table, or it does less damage. It still can kill them, but it does less damage. And I can't on here see the hard Spider stats. Speaking of Spider, though, we should run Spider. I do need artifacts. Well, you said you were just ripping you're opening your shards too. You really, it's hard. It's very hard, but you should be saving them. It is up to you how you want to play the game. But if you don't save them during 2x, then yeah, you're going to be opening like 200 rough shards on average to get a legendary. And you'll get like 3 or 4 epics within that 100. Or each 100, so it's up to you. Like I specifically only I've opened most of these shards off of 2x. I opened, I think it was 17 plus 6, so 21 ancients during the 2x, and I got 2 legendaries. I mean, that's really lucky. It's uncommon, but yeah. Neil or Nell? I want to get Nell so bad. Yeah, you absolutely want to be doing Ultra Nightmare. Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare are absolutely like, if you're not doing Ultra Nightmare twice a day, you should get like taking it down. They should at least be taking the Nightmare down. Yeah, yeah. Once you're getting like 2 to 4 shards a day, it does start adding up pretty quick. All right, well we got a Sylvan Watcher amulet at least. Crit damage, like good substats too. They could easily do 100 million, but they don't have a team around for clan boss. Do you mean they just don't do it? I mean, with quick battles, if they have a 100 million damage team, they should just like lock it in, because it would do it in like 20 seconds or less when it runs the quick battle. Books are still rare, and it may sound silly, but epic books are still like the rarest thing in the game. The way they've framed it, you barely ever get epic books from rewards from tournaments anymore or events, and getting like just by clan boss charts I've run in the past, you get maybe 5 to 8 on average a month, and you'll get like 12 to 15 legendary books a month. And then you also, once you're doing Chimera, like I think almost 20 or 24 mythical tomes stacked up, because I don't have I only have 3 mythicals, and they're all booked already. So those books are just chilling. I'm still like 48 primals away from the Mercy, so I'm like 3 or 4 months away from even hitting the Mercy on my main account. So we got a Dwarf Banner and Ogren Ring. Oh, you're saying they just don't want to build the champs? That is weird that they don't want to do clan boss, because like you can auto and set and forget kind of thing. Like you just put it in the background. It's not really fun to do anymore, but at the same time, like that's once you're autoed and you've done it 100 times. But they did make it a quick battle now. Like you can just quick key it once you've beaten it once. So as long as they've registered one of their 100 million teams, they will never ever have to sit there and watch it ever again. And they just did that for Hydra now too a couple months ago. It doesn't even take like you if you have the gear already and it's rolled up, you just need to equip it. It'll take less than 15 minutes. That's what you should tell them. Just like it takes 10-15 minutes, you should do it. It's quick. With the new preset tab, they can just set, a preset of gear to put on the champion and then put it on it for a certain instance. Have to win an hour to build them. Well, Warsalava, that's very kind of you. Yeah, that for the holidays, I'm sure that would be appreciated. I don't think you can twist their arm to force them. I don't think they might direct it at raid, but you know they can. The Play Store or like the Google Play Store or Steam, or yeah, they can definitely like gear the money there. I think Steam you got to pay more taxes on depending where you live than the Play Store, but the Apple Store I think charges the most. Yeah, it doesn't take much investment as long as you're progressing. Like, if you're at a pace you're happy with, then just have as long as you're having fun. I do feel for Endgame, it's gotten like to be a job kind of, because you have to do Curse City, Doom Tower. You can't auto either of those. You can auto battle them, but you can't set in the background. So you have to go through those. That's about half an hour to an hour, depending how slow the teams are every day. The clan bosses, 2 of the 3 are quick. The Chimera is not. You have to sit through the whole thing. Faction wars as well. You have to sit through the boss battles. If you're just grinding or doing hard mode, you either have to do dungeons. You can at least auto battle, but then they aren't letting you do the other stuff you want to do while auto battling. So outside of gearing, it's just rock and hard place right now if you're in the late game area. Geomanager is very good. He's arguably, I know it's a hot take, but he's pretty much one of the, he's in the top 3 at least of best champions in the game. He's used everywhere. And the fact if I remember right, he was free when he initially came out. I'm pretty sure he was part of one of the fusions. And more people were excited about him than the fusion. Yeah, absolutely. I think they make people want something so much that when they finally do it, they're like, "Look, we did it." It takes a year sometimes to get them to. In this case, this is something we've asked for like those for Minotaur and potions. We've asked for auto runs for or for double or triple runs for so long. Like Minotaur, absolutely at this point in the game, should be something you can like. If I've got 2,000 energy stashed and I've got the auto battles, let me just instant do it, just like with Clan Boss. Like just let the turns roll like Clan Boss does, and just let it roll through all the battles to get all the scrolls. So Aaron, I don't know if you saw, but we did pull Geo on this account. I'm not going to use any of the epics from the pulls or the legendaries until after the 30th day. Yeah, we got Geo out of, I think we got him out of a Sacred. I don't remember. I think it was a Sacred. There was someone in this clan that they pulled 4 primals and they got 4 rares, and was saying to them, yeah, those are ancients in disguise if you're not pulling during a 2x. I would really like the game to just give me a dwarf amulet at this point. I don't even care if it's defense, attack, like HP. I'd prefer the crit rate, but or crit damage, but it has been a minute and so many runs to knock out one. Shadowkin, Shadowkin. If you didn't know, Stage Spider, Stage 10 Spider, it has, for some reason it's like bugged and has like a higher chance to give 5-star items. Someone in my main account clan, they missed THOLIN, and they're super mad because they missed one of the events, I guess, on the weekend and didn't finish it, and they thought they did, and now they just cannot get him. Yep, Cold Heart, you'll eventually just get her, unless you're very unlucky, but if you saved up 20, 30 Void Shards, you almost have a 50% chance to get her. And you get those from, oh. Here's another ring. It's not an amulet. I'm gonna do one more and that's it. But yeah, you'll eventually just get her. Because there's only like, there's less than 40 Void Rares, or less than 50. So you just, like, again, unless you get very unlucky, just doing a whole bunch of shards at once during a 2x, you should get her. Clan channel, man. Eight-minute run on, yeah, I would drop it down to stage 17 then. Whatever, like, stage 15, 17, like, whatever you can do in, like, 20 seconds. Or under 30 seconds. They just don't want THOLIN to be blinged out in jewelry. Cannot get it for the life of me. More energy there. Didn't get any more of those. Oh, it's dragon. To change the one on the left to dragon. Fire Knight. Yeah, like, there's no way to win this one. Yeah, if you need gear right now, like just do stage 10. Just like fire it off, and then you can adjust to a different stage. Like once so I'm opening my chests on my phone from my main account. I've gotten 1 ancient shard so far and 1 book, epic book, and Nightmare left me hanging. And Ultra Nightmare, I got a legendary book, void shard on 1. And a void shard on the second one. Okay, what else can I beat in here? Probably none of it. I need to win 2 more. I don't know if I can outdamage this heal. There's 2 healers. Oh, I have no things. Gotta do faction wars to get those. Let's see if we can do this without dying. She has 0 gear on, so let's hope she doesn't die. She's probably gonna die. I mean, this guy looks like a chef, like just the way the bone placement looks like on his back there. Looks like he's got a chef hat on. And he's gonna die. So I've got to put gear, like, at least crappy gear on those two. Really, I'm at a point I really do just need to sit in dungeons if I can't craft the gear I need. Only have 90 pieces of gear. Only like actual like 40 of it's still useful, so I'm kind of hitting that threshold. I think she'll live without gloves. I'm about halfway done Faction Wars Hard on my main account. I just beat another undead stage at 3 stars. These challenges are a pain. I find the earliest 7 stages more difficult than the bottom 7 stages. This will be a piece I'm going to throw out, so like I'm not going to roll it past this, but this is just an easy way to get your stars. And then you can replace the team later. And when you stock them as food, you don't remove the gear, you let the gear go with them to the grave. Oh, come on. Maybe I have to manual it there so he doesn't waste his buff here. I'm hoping that makes her survive. He survived by the skin of his teeth. That's 2 more stars though. This one I don't think we can beat it, but it's a 3-star. Let's give the boss a shot, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that didn't work out. And we did. Oh, it's a reviver. I didn't select the boss instead of the minions. So like we killed a minion and then. We're right back. I'm just making something to eat quick. Yeah, that boss is a pain. You really need to out-damage them and just nuke them down. You can do that once you have a couple of level 50s with gear on. They'll fly through this, but until that point, it's hard to just force your way through the boss. And now it's failing. I don't know why. So she's killing them, the sniper? Going to get a coffee. Yeah, sounds good. I'm just trying to not like silver is killing me right now. Still not at that milestone. Probably gonna need 2 or 3 million silver to push it. I don't know if you saw the potion pack there too. It just offered me superior magic potions. And it has THOLIN on it. And he has force. I swear sometimes they, you know, the things aren't working the way they're supposed to over there. Check arena quickly. Thought I used some doubles, I guess not. I'm gonna level up. Do that quickly. Alright, anything good? Nope. Yeah, no, so Aaron, we were in gold 1, and then we just dropped out last night, so I have to make sure for the reset I'm in there, and I think I didn't get credit because it dropped it on the Sunday. I forgot it was Sunday, or Sunday, Monday, like that's when the reset kicks over. So I think I missed the first week, because one of the missions I have for to finish the arena challenges is to stay in gold 1 for 2, at least gold 1 for 2 resets, so 2 weeks. Okay, saw that. I swear I had a mission for this place, but I guess not. I'd love to get here and just farm boots. I think I might do that and just push Dungeon Diver while leveling Tagoar up. Because getting the last 3 legendary books from from Nightmare campaign as well can finish off Tholin's masteries, or not his masteries, his skill upgrades too. So he'll be a little maxed out dwarf. I shouldn't be selling. I need the silver, so I do have to sell it. But at the same time, I do need to be. I should save this nightmare gear for faction wars. Yeah. I agree. I should have done this a lot earlier. Tholin is still only 7 slotted. I cannot get a dwarf amulet for the life of me. I've done probably like 40 spider runs on double runs. And I've also been doing the Coalition dungeon when I can, and still nothing. I do have a banner I could put on him from Pinpoint. But the Superior Potion, I need 2 more of them. The Arcane ones. And I already put 200 energy into Arcane Keep today, and I only got 2. And I only have enough greater to mix 1, so I still need 1. Like barbarian, we're just gonna get runes. Just tuning in. Now we're just doing a nightmare campaign a bit. Leveling up Tagoar. This might give us problems because it's the opposite affinity. Hi, Coco. It's a nice chunk of change. Trying to decide if Mausoleum Mage or Deacon should be. I think Deacon should be the next one I 6-star. As soon as I get him, just have it all ready. We desperately needed those gems. Next we get 5 ancients. So 1,300 more points to get this, which we really want, but outside of arena, because I'd have to do this 100 times to get that many points. That many medals, I mean. Any more thresholds coming up? I used all the energy in here, so that's going to be 22,000. Trying to decide if I want that one. Not what I meant to click. That's not what I meant to click. Okay, I'm gonna take it out of window mode. 1 sec, it's driving me nuts. Okay, resolution's changed. I'm gonna put this in full screen, so I stop having that problem. There we go. Yeah, I like the... The fusion epic on clan boss is just standing in until we get Deacon. I'm giving us a shot on Brutal. I don't know if we can still hit over 5 mil here. We would, because that would mean we can 2 key instead of 3 key. So fingers crossed. It's not looking like we're going to hit that 5 million. So half, just shy of half. I think that's a gear problem more than it is the champions. Never lucky on the lineups. I've already got the stage complete, so we just need to finish it. We don't need to get 3 stars again. Coco. She is destroying a paper bag. Okay. So even though I'm going to use High Cocoon, I don't want to roll all this bad gear all the way up. I just want it to roll up a little bit. I still don't think I can kill that boss, but maybe if we get some gear on what's-her-face, it could happen. Okay. Defense champion. I think after we give this boss one more go, I'll call it. Started later. I think we missed our morning crowd, but also just it's been almost like 3.5 hours, give or take. So I'll do a longer stream tomorrow morning. Okay, and oh, I do want to book her or brew her a little bit. Alright, let's see if that helps. We are just trying to beat this, not 3-star it. We can 3-star it later. We just want to be able to farm it. Farm past it. Now, High Katoon can turn meter manipulate if she's booked and geared. She can actually like beat this boss herself. But again, I just don't think I have the damage, and I don't want to roll up the gear right now. Back in there after. Yeah, I'm gonna worry about those after and do. What an account. So here's the overview. We don't need to go into here. So here's the overview right now. This is all the first 2 weeks. Like the bottom's a lot of uncommons, and a lot of these are like rares from campaign and rewards and stuff, but these are, like 3 of these rares are from the fusion. I think we had 7 total, and then I fused 1 of the epics. This guy right here. We got these from the 2 times Ancient Weekend. He was from the Primal Shard, or the Prism Shard, sorry. And then got a couple epics. I think we got like 12 or 10, but we're not using them. We got Geo, Farrakhan, Ugo, Venomage, Phoenix, Quagrin, and another Fane. We got a second Fane. Lucked out that weekend. And then the rest, some of these are pulled, I think 68 Ancients total. 50 or 68. 20 or 33 of those was, and then the rest were the campaign, all that kind of stuff. Our friend here is from campaign. He's from the fusion. But yeah, overall that's where we stand. So for THOLIN, we're going to be 6-starring him. As you can see, we still haven't gotten, after all the runs we've done, we still haven't gotten an amulet for him. We will be grinding that later today and just working that out. We have nothing to make relics right now. We don't have enough fragments to roll anything in here. We want to save these up to get some 4 or 5-star gear and go from there. We got the Sacred from completing the dungeon challenges. We can get 1 more from Nightmare Campaign once our energy comes back. The Void Shard, Ancient Shards, we're stacking up and starting to save for the August Fusion. And yeah, that's where we're sitting. Hope everyone had a great time today, and I know this was a shorter stream, but did about 3 hours, 40 minutes, and we will be back tomorrow morning, and that will be day 14, 2-week update, and we'll go over where everything is. Mausoleum Mage or Deacon, as long as we get to Deacon today, like I've done 12% this morning, Finished off the last 4% or whatever it was to get to 44. So now we got 12% out of. We have 88% to grind today. I'm just waiting for the energy here to refill so I can get back into the dungeons. And here's Tagoar's masteries as they stand. We just have to finish these scrolls, do the red ones. He's probably got about 50 runs left in Minotaur, 40, 50. And go from there. We have a banner here that's going to drive me nuts till we claim it, but it is what it is. And we have one boss to do, so why not? We'll drop it to Brutal. I'll do that now. Alrighty, and done, done. Another ancient shard, done. 10. I missed 2 days of claiming, or 3 days now. I somehow missed the third day too. So I missed 3 days of claiming my rewards. Don't do that. So we got 20 left to get that. And I've got to finish off these later today. I can't beat one of the bosses, but I will try. Otherwise, I won't be able to get this energy. It's not the end of the world. Just get as many of those as you done as you can, because the main reason you want to do those is these rewards across the top. Just get as many done as you can each day. All right. Have a happy clan versus clan day. Have a great Tuesday, and I'll be back tomorrow morning, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Take it easy. And like, follow, subscribe if you're able to, if you want to see more streams in the morning and